and I felt the light, which obviously lightens the life of so many people. And till now, not only that I continue, but I've never stopped. This is more than 9 years. I've done all of his programs, and I went to India with him 3 times. I met his lovely family. So I feel really blessed. Yoga took me through so much hard times and health issues. I was pregnant with my child, which is sleeping right here beside me, and all the assistance from Guruji and yoga practice made my pregnancy so easy and delivery. And after that, what I mentioned already, my health issues, which I had serious health issues, I overcame everything. And now I'm here, happier than ever, and I feel so blessed that I have Guruji in my life. And I can see from everybody that I'm not the only one. And he is a person which really, really have to appreciate. And thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I met Mr. Sanjeev Krishnan and did I was invited and I did Rhythm of Life along with Joe, Tabet and Louis, and it was a very good experience. And as a homeopathic doctor, I find that most people have lifestyle issues and a lot of stress and vibe. So anyone I recommended to do yoga with Sri Sanjeev Krishnan, the Rhythm of Life, has been on a roll, and this shows his professionalism and humanity, because they've all been touched and their whole life has changed. I would recommend Mr. Sanjeev Krishnan to anyone. In fact, I remember during the class we had a homework where we had to describe our ideal world, and in that I spoke almost like I predicted Avatar, I guess. It was so touching to experience that. In fact, the dream that he had is what I would like to vocalize in a song by Apple. If I have permission, I'd like to sing I Have a Dream for Sri Sanjeev Krishnan.
Thank you.
I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me go with anything. If you see the wonder of a fairy tale, you can face the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, and I know that time is right for me. I'll cross the street. I have a dream.
Thank you very much, it was wonderful.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to congratulate Guruji. I joined 8 years back. I was participating in one of his batches, and when I met him, I was having severe back problems, and one of my friends recommended me to, you go and see him, and he's very good. And the first day when I went, and I said, listen, I have this lot of back problem, and do you think I had done a lot of physiotherapies and stuff like that, but nothing has helped me. So do you think that you can do something for me? And he's like, give me 3 days. I said, okay, what 3 days? He said, I'll give you some exercises, and you forget to eat, but you don't forget to do these exercises. And then he showed me some floor exercises, which were for around 5 minutes, and I'm thinking in my mind, how can this exercises help me when I'm running from one doctor to another doctor for around 2 years, and I'm suffering so much, and I think there's something wrong somewhere. Anyways, but I went home, and believe me, on the 3rd day, I came back to him with a smile, because the pain which I was having in my arm for 2 years, it went person, one teacher which I have seen who does not work for money, who works from his heart, and the main objective of his is to cure people, to help people, and to give happiness all around. And he is like, I think, the biggest psychiatrist in the world, Any problems, anything, just call him and he will give you a remedy which you would never think also about it. Isn't it, Guruji? And thank you once again for being there. You are a wonderful person, and God give you all the happiness and all your dreams come true. And that's all we can pray for it,
Thank you.
Hi, I just wanted to thank Guruji for being there for me and my sister when we're under stress in school and studies and sports, and my sister has a story to say. Okay, so I tried out for this JV basketball team, and it's really hard to get in because only 10 people can get in, and it's for 14 and above. So I was the youngest one that tried out. So I needed help to know if I would get in the team. So I went to Guruji and he helped, and he told me what to pray and meditate and what exercises to do. So I did them and I made the team.
Bravo!
Thank you.
So my profession is to speak and write. Now what happens in a time like this when you have someone like him
Come here.
to talk
Better.
about?
I want to see you. She's another dancer also. How can she be shy? Come on. She is Dhruti Shah. This is Luzra.
So I was saying that my profession, I write and I speak. And I do that very flawlessly when it comes to not having to do it. With him, it takes me back to what Dr. Babu said. He quoted something of Rumi which was amazing. And that's exactly what I was thinking, that we're in such a huge gathering. And I know I will be speaking today, but then it makes me wonder, what do I speak about somebody who cannot be spoken about? Words are such a minuscule medium to even talk about. The vastness that he is made up of, everything that he does. It's like the more you dwell into it and you try and understand how is it that I could speak about, it gets all the more disturbing that how can you talk about a universe that is so vast? No, really, I don't know. I'm not sure, for the first time I'm not sure, I don't know what to say. But when I close my eyes, and I want everybody to close your eyes for 1 second. Just close your eyes. And go back to the first time you met this man. And as you remember the first time you met this man, I'm going to say what I had when I first time met him. When I first time met him, my identity around myself was recognized. That if divine has to express, he expresses so beautifully. And if you want to understand who Shiva is, who Sai Baba is, who Ganesha is, he comes in this form. He expresses himself. God bless him for who he is, for his wife who is spectacular. She's spectacular. The entire family is amazing. He is a divine expression. This is how God comes and speaks to you. That's God.
Hello everybody. On behalf of all of us, I think, who we extend our heartiest congratulations to Guruji, his wife and children. I think the past 10 years, everyone has gained from him. So this man has walked the earth in the right way, in the right path that God would have chosen us to do. And he has not only imparted knowledge. When I first went to him, along with my husband, he had little health problems. But we came back within those 10 days, relaxed, and something different. I would say Guruji is a cool guy in one way. Cool, simply cool. He doesn't stress you. So all our stresses are left behind at RYC. And he takes it on. And there are so many incidents I can tell in my life. You won't believe this was one thing like Dr. Babu had told, how you can be healed. I think when a small piece was there in my toe, and with two insurance, that's myself and my husband's insurance, I didn't want to go to a doctor. And I called Guruji, I said, Guruji, I want to come because my toe is really paining. And you won't believe, he took a pin and some sterilization and he pricked it and removed the pus. And I was so relieved. So no medicine, no drugs, and Guruji healed it. This was not the consultation fee I was scared, as I told you, insurance is there. But there's such simple things, whether it's healing or counseling. The counseling he did to my daughter who came from, she delivered in US, and when she came to for a postnatal this, she was all a different woman. She was so confident, she had lost confidence. So first thing, whatever I counseled her, she wouldn't take it that well. So all I could do, call Guruji, and booked her for the 10-day course. And now she is a different person. She said, first day I didn't like him so much, mommy, but the second day, she was completely changed. She said, we was talking and talking. But secondly, she herself made it a time to go, leaving a little baby with us. And she enjoyed the 10 days. She said, wish I had more time, And she always remembers Guruji. Likewise, my other two children. They've all been with him, and the whole family was with him. Though another thing I noticed, we are not communicating with him or keeping in touch, but he makes it a point to send an email. That is one divinity I've seen. We lose in the fast world track, but he is there for us, though I have done the course 8 years ago. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you, the family, for giving Guruji to us today. Thank you.
I can think of 3 words. Generous, selfless giving. And with that, I'd like to respond with gratitude. So thank you, Guruji, for teaching us, for helping us, and for creating this wonderful community and this beautiful family that I see before me today. Thank you.
Good evening to one and all present here. I'm 100% sure you all are enlightened by something that has happened today. I'll start with when I was a young kid of 9 or 11, I'm not sure anyways. So it was my first class, it was a teenage summer event and I was attending it. And in the room there are these photos of Sir doing these asanas. And they're all so complex that when I saw them, for a fat guy like me it was impossible. Anyways, I'm not going to say a success story that I did those asanas, I never did. But as I attended the class on my first day, it was like at the end of the class, we used to get a packet of juice and something to eat. And I used to get hungry very fast. So we were doing our exercises and I looked into Sir's eyes and I was continuously staring and I was like, will this get over soon? His eyes were reassuring, very reassuring. And I think I forgot about my hunger at least for 2 minutes. And there was food was right there, the event was over. I was like, okay, oh my god. Anyways, and then there was this another event. So he used to give us homework every day. It's not like it was tremendous or something, but there was this day where we had to give a speech and I was not ready. Again, I just stood next to him and I was supposed to give the speech and I looked into his eyes. And again, I just gave it. I delivered my speech and I was done with my homework. Quite reassuring. Anyways, again, today I'll take this opportunity, I'll look into his eyes again, reassure myself for the life I have ahead, And I'd like to say thank you for everything.
Alright, hello. Hi Guruji.
Hi Guruji. Hey, where is Deepthi?
She's right here. Well, let me start by congratulating you and yes, the rest of the team on reaching this milestone. I'm sure it wouldn't have been possible without your efforts, your self-belief, and discipline in this whole learning process. So many, many congratulations to you. I guess I was introduced through Rhythm of Life through, I guess, my wife, and she was introduced to it through Dr. Babu. So she decided to join the course because of, I guess, some physical healing she needed, and I decided to join it just because of a lot of self-caused stress in my life, both professional and personal. So we both decided to go to this course. Personally, I'm not much of a believer in yoga and meditation. The fact that I had to be 10 days without eating non-vegetarian food. If you remember, Guruji, that was a big deal for me. So yeah, all of these things didn't really make me think that I would be able to sustain the 10 days. But I must say the 10-day course was just absolutely brilliant. It was 10 days of definite marital bliss in our lives, professionally. Also, a lot of my stress did seem to just go away completely. So it definitely had an intense mental and physical healing for both of us. The other thing I'd like to say about Guruji is, so we did this course, what, about 2 years back, I think? Four years back. In the last 4 years, I think both of us have been fairly selfish in the sense that we only remember Guruji in time of need. One tends to remember God in time of need. For us, Guruji is a little bit of a last resort, so whenever things are going absolutely wrong, we remember Guruji. And I think the amazing coincidence is, at least for me, most of the times, I don't end up taking the first step. It's somehow out of the blue, I get a message from Guruji, a simple hello, a simple how are you on my BlackBerry. And it's amazing how he knows that I probably need him, and he's able to connect with me. And he's always there, literally at a phone call away. So Guruji, I really must thank you. You've always been there in times of need for us. And I really sincerely hope that this institution, your efforts really go a long, long way and are able to touch thousands and millions of other lives besides all of us in this room. So all the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The first thing I want to say is that I don't have words. My heart's been beating since I got the mic in my hand. Humble. When Guruji called me to inform about this event, he told me that Vinita, we're just meeting, it's a small program. He didn't even mention that it's, he's celebrating his 10th year. So such is the humbleness and the humble attitude of Guruji that we need to learn. How I met Guruji, as a friend just said, at times of need we run around for help. I had a very bad stress issue, as in, I didn't know it was due to stress, but I had very bad stomach pain. It sounds very simple. And because of that stomach pain, I had to do an endoscopy, CT scan. I would have even done an MRI if I had not met Guruji. And I joined for the 10-day course. The doctors actually couldn't find out what the problem was, and I even had to have this very, very high dose of morphine that, is given to, I think patients who have severe accidents are in severe pain. And I went for the 10-day course, and on the 10th day, Guruji gave me an apple. He said, pray, Vinita, eat this. Just think of what you want to achieve and think of what you want in life, and you'll be fine. So, I don't know what cured me, but since the time I had the apple from Guruji's hand, which he calls the prasad, I'm fit and fine, and it's been 6 years. There's been so many stressful situations, so many things, but it's never returned. And thank you, Guruji. And it's not only me, but I've had friends who've been in such bad situations, and I just knew for sure, don't go anywhere, just go to this great person and you'll be fine. And you've done it to a lot of lives. Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you very much for those words.
Good evening to all you guys here. I believe all of us know Guruji for a long, long time, and I'm hearing everyone talking 2004, 2005, 2006. Yes, the same goes with me. I know Guruji since 2004. Like all of us, including me, I went there for some medical to gain a little more, be much more better on health. And it did very well for me, and I kept practicing. I will confess to all of them, after the 10 years course, I really didn't practice much. You know why? Because Dubai, in this country here, we are all busy, either in our company or in our businesses. And right now I'm working for a very large organization, which with a staff strength of almost 300 plus. Being at a position, at a senior position, I recently was thinking because everyone in our company is working very hard. Productivity was there. But I was thinking, how can we improve the productivity? People were just doing the same routine, monotonous work, but were not able to think or do things different. And that's what we require. If we want our companies to be successful, that's what we need to. I kept thinking, what should I do different? This has to start with me. And there, one person comes to my mind, that's Guruji. I contacted Guruji and I mentioned to him about it. And it was just recently, I think it was last week, Friday, Guruji conducted a very good session for our company. I was very anxious, there was a lot of anxiety with me at that time, exactly how the session will go around. But I could only be out for praises, because the thing that he did was only bring in awareness, refresh the people's memory, and give them a little kind of a simple exercises and a talk, which really brought in a lot of changes in our company. And I really thank Guruji for organizing such good corporate events also. Thank you.
But something that I have not heard from anyone over here is Guruji is an amazing singer. He is amazing. I mean, we've called him several times to give some religious songs, and he's an amazing singer. And I have never heard a description of Lord Ganesh in any other form, in the form that he describes it to me. So it is an amazing feeling to be here today, to know such a divine soul. And I can only thank my Lord for making him introduce you to us. Me and my extended family over here would like to thank you for being a part of our life and for making our lives so pious and giving us the opportunity to share a bit of it with you. Chitra, Karishma, Sanjay, everybody would like to thank you from the bottom of their heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Chitra.
I believe the people who are really loved by God would put Guruji in their heart.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Dr. Babu. Dr. Babu, I know him in my corporate world, and I used to suffer a lot from migraine for many years. And Dr. Babu, being a nephrologist, would always tell his patients to have a better lifestyle and send them to Guruji. So he recommended me to Guruji, and I forgot about it. People who are meant to come into our lives will always come. So a few days later, when I was driving, I heard his interview on the radio. And that's when it clicked me again. And this was the second time I heard about him. And I immediately called the center and I spoke to him. I spoke to him personally. Hearing his voice on the phone was very soothing, and I went there. This was in 2005 when I did the course. After that, I recommended many of my friends. I did it again in 2009 when one of my dear family friends went through a life-threatening accident where he was only dictated by the doctors as to be alive 30% chance. and he came back, but he had complete broken bones in his body. So I had recommended him to go to Guruji. Along with his daughter, he did the 10-day course. And on the 4th day, he could not sit down. Do you remember Parvez, who had come in 2009 with Gulshan and me? We did it again. And he couldn't sit down because he could not stand up. If he sat down, he could not stand up. It was difficult for him to do some poses. And Guruji assured him, don't worry, take it easy. Within the next 10 days, before you go from here, you will be able to, your body will be very much agile. And yes, I did see a few miracles in many of my classes. Again, I did Yoga Nidra in 2009. So it's not just once, but many a times I've been blessed. Thank you very much. And again, thank you, Dr. Rabu.
Thank you, Guruji. And always there is someone behind it. Okay, so someone will show you the way to go to the success. Accordingly, for me, there are two people behind to reach place. That was one is my colleague, because as all of Indian parents knows that when it is of children's 12th standard exam, we all go mad. So we don't know why, but we go under a lot of stress. So similarly, it was the case with me as a working lady, plus with the children's study stress, and I ended up having some health issues. So my colleague told, okay, you just go to Dr. Babu Shehzad and you will be okay. And entering to Dr. Babu Shehzad's clinic itself, I felt I'm not going to the clinic. I'm going to some spa or some yoga kendra, and I felt, and he has very good interest of all the artworks. Looking at them, I have forgotten that I am actually a sick person or I went for some treatment. And talking to Babu Shehzad was again another good thing. And what I could see is like there are 3 H I can see in him, which is like humanity, humility, and humor. And all he said is, as per your present situation, I will not recommend any medicine. You just go to the rhythm of life and just do 10 days course and come back. Then I will have a checkup again. So going to Sanjeev Guruji, again I am also one of the yoga person. Like I have started my yoga class from 12th standard. But I'm not very good at it, like it's very on and off, like I was not very continuous in that. And I have done the same similar 10 days course before, and I thought no, because most of the time this kind of course, like you are just listening to them 80% and doing yoga 20%. So with that kind of mind, I entered Guruji's class, and first day he was only talking. I said, please don't start any breathing exercise, I just want to listen to you. And the wealth of knowledge what he had was really surprised me. Today I am very, very proud that, and I also wish every child who is studying medicine must do rhythm of life at least once, so that they can treat the patient with less medicines and with good health. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry you all had to be kept waiting. I know there's still some people who want to talk, but because of time constraint, we have to move on. I'd like to give you, I'd like to request all of you to give a big round of applause for all of them who share the experiences. Very overwhelmed listening to each one of them for their experiences. We now have Guruji who would like to say a few words before we start the next program. Over to you, Guruji.
First of all, I would like to thank each one of you for the wonderful words that you have expressed from your heart. I would like to give my respect to all elders, all my brothers and sisters for being here, and even to those who are not here. But what made me to be here is all of them. You know, I always feel we are not apart, we are a part of one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to see all of you. And one thing I feel successful is at least your mind is still there for a sense of well-being in your life, which many a time we feel in our day-to-day tense situations that we forget ourselves. We forget ourselves so much, we realize it only when we lose the balance. We always say, we don't have time, business, job pressures, guests coming. So we go and stretch ourselves, and finally we stretch and stretch to the extent we realize it only when we have landed on the stretcher. Till then, we don't have time, right? Yeah. When we land on the stretcher, we have all the time, all the money for our health. By the time we are in crisis, and it's not preventive management, we as human beings, in every other things, we are farsighted. But in our own lives, we are very short-sighted. We spend money to buy all the branded items. We spend money to pay to the best of restaurants. But we are very, very stingy when it comes to our own personal health. Not only money, but no time. We need to realize there is one beautiful verse which says, "O Lord, lead me from the unreal to the real happiness." What is unreal and what is real? The unreal things is, we think we are getting happiness running around, doing our business, achieving things. But if you really see, from one step or the other, we are in search of happiness. So, you achieve something, next moment you want something to make you more happy. So in the search, in other words, we are trying for happiness. When you're trying for happiness, you never get happiness because it's nothing to be searched for. It's with you all the time. That's why, if you have been enjoying the last 10 days or 20 days, you never say, "I am tired of happiness." But if you have been suffering, you say, "Oh, those days are miserable." So why? Your nature is happiness. When your nature is happiness, why are you searching for happiness? This is where we need to realize the unreal situations that we think is giving us happiness. It's not real. It is just a thinking or a feeling that we are happy. That's why we are always in the search.